It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Stay on with them just in case. But.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on it, I guess.
We welcome you to Washington High School here for tonight's West Virginia High School Class 4A Region 2 Girls Basketball Co-Championship. Hopefully we have sound. We had some technical issues originally trying to get on, so unfortunately we will have to go through and go without our pregame stuff and get straight to our starting five, which are brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. First for the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs, it's number 10, Eris Hicks, number 15, Aaliyah Weimer, number 21, Tiana Santabria, number 22, Clara Rivas, number 33, Addie Strovel. For Washington, it's number 1, Mary Rivera, number 2, Natalie Derricott, number 11, Abigail Derricott, number 15, Lexi Adams, number 35, Tamia Perry. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then return with tip-off here from Washington High School.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. Are proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
March is National Endometriosis Awareness Month. The gynecologic experts at WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers encourage women to become familiar with the symptoms of endometriosis and speak with a gynecologist regarding any concerns and about treatment that can improve and in some cases completely eliminate symptoms. Endometriosis affects roughly 1 out of 10 women of childbearing age. For more information or to schedule an appointment with a WVU Medicine gynecologist in Martinsburg or Ranson, call 304-596-2149.
We welcome you back here to Washington High School again. Apologize for our technical issues earlier and not really getting time to set the scene and have a pregame show, but would still like to thank our sponsors for their generous support here throughout the season, that being W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com, as well as Parsons Ford and Hagerstown Ford, as well as Century 21 Modern Realty Results. It is the number 1 seeded Washington Patriots here in Region 2, hosting the 4th-seeded Martinsburg Bulldogs in our co-championship for Region 2. Other game on the other side of the region is between Musselman and Spring Mills. Winner of both contests will represent Region 2 in the state tournament in Charleston this next week. Again, I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Nick Verzolini, Kyler High, and Alec Epperson, our camera crew. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Nick, any thoughts here before we begin?
Well, Washington's trying to make it 3 straight trips to the state tournament. They've been there the last 2 years. 2 years ago, they made their first trip to the state tournament when they beat Martinsburg in this very game on March 1st of 2023, I guess that would have been, or 2022 season. So the 2022-2023 season.
Yep.
And for Martinsburg, they've been in this game the past 2 years, but have lost. So they lost at home last year. Musselman lost to Washington, of course, a few years ago. So, they're trying to get over the hump. So it's a rivalry-type matchup. It's a big-time matchup. It's a matchup with some history in this regional championship. It's a little bit of a different format this year, but we still got these 2 teams. So should be fun, Colin.
Yeah, for Martinsburg, they got here because of defeating Jefferson last Friday night. And for Washington, this is their first and only game in the region tournament. Martinsburg in the gray, Washington in the white. Opening tip is won by Martinsburg as Strovo gets it through to Santa Maria, and they nearly throw it away, but recovering it is Weimer as she dribbles in the left corner, now goes down low for Hicks. Hicks posts up, puts up a shot against Rivera, and gets it to fall. Martinsburg now leads at 2-0. Opening tip brought to you by Rocks Local Markets. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks as the Bulldogs take the early 2-0 lead here against the Washington Patriots.
Yeah, Martinsburg's going to have, I think, the height advantage tonight with both Hicks and Strovel.
Derek Cott with it, dribbling it towards midcourt right now, that being Abigail Derricott, passing it now to Perry. Perry hands it to Rivera at the top of the key. Drives to the left elbow, stops, turns around. Will now lob a pass back for Adams. Adams tries to weave through, has an open lane on the left side, splits the defenders and gets the layup. We're tied at 2 now.
Well, one of the big reasons why Washington's been able to make it to the state championship or state tournament the past 2 years is Lexi Adams and Mary Rivera. They're the duo to watch out for tonight, probably the best duo here in the Panhandle.
Yeah, 2 top 5 scorers in the entire Panhandle. Adams leads the entire Panhandle with 15 points per game as Strovel misses a shot down low, but gets the rebound back off a deflection. Now ball's on the floor, fighting for it. Possession arrow will give it to Washington, as that was Abigail Derricott getting tied up with Rivas.
Yeah, on the Martinsburg side, it's a good team for sure. They don't have that go-to star player necessarily, but I think Weimer has a chance to be a superstar in a couple of years. Only a freshman, leads the team in scoring, so definitely a fun player to watch.
Lexi Adams passes it down the baseline from right to left to Perry. Perry tried to go up with a shot, but it's called with a travel violation. So 6:18 left in our opening quarter, still tied at 2 between Martinsburg and Washington as the inbound pass deflected by Rivera as Martinsburg now breaks that full court press with the freshman Weimer. Just going to slow things down and allow the rest of the team to set up. Weimer passes to Hicks. Bounce passes it to the left wing for Rivas, who fires it down low to the block for Santa Maria, who immediately goes up with a shot. Shot no good, but she's fouled, so Tiana Santa Maria will go to the free throw line.
That's a great cut from Santa Maria there to get herself in perfect positioning. Defense was trailing, so they had to foul.
First free throw up and good. So Martinsburg now leads Washington 3-2. That foul was called against Washington's Abigail Derricott. That's her first, team first. Second free throw rattles around and through for Santa Maria. 4-2 now, Martinsburg leads Washington. Rivera gets past Santa Maria, dumps it down low for Perry. Perry, long shot, goes off the top of the backboard, and then rebounded by Strovel.
Well, Perry's going to need a good game on both ends of the floor here tonight. She's their main post option for Washington, so especially her defense will be key against Strovel.
Weimer kicks it to left corner, 3 ball up and no good from the left corner by Rivas. Ball now out of bounds, last touch by Washington, so it'll stay on the left side of the floor and be Bulldog basketball.
And going back to that Jefferson game, is the second chance opportunities for Martinsburg offensively that really helped them build a big lead against the Cougars.
Rivas inbounds it to Santa Maria, who passes it down to the left block for Strovel. Strovel, while trying to turn around to face the basket, gets fouled by Perry. That's her first, team second. 5:26 left in the first. We have our first substitution now as Bradley will check in, and that will be for Natalie Derricott.
Yeah, bringing a little bit more height onto the floor with Bradley in. Now you see Bradley guarding Strovel.
Inbound pass deflected by Lexi Adams, and now she's dribbling it down the court. Adams bounce passes it to Bradley, but Bradley wasn't ready for it. Goes out of bounds, however, right at the last second. It was touched by Strovel, so it'll remain Patriot ball. Inbound to Rivera, long 2 from the right wing. Too strong. Rebounded by Bradley, and she gets tied up with Strovel. Possession arrow will give it to Martinsburg. Full court press set up by Washington as Martinsburg get ready to inbound just to the right side of the basket on the right side of the floor for us. We're on the visitor side. Inbound to Strovel. Gives it to Rivas all alone on the right side. 2v1 Martinsburg. She keeps it herself. Goes up with the layup. It's too strong. Rebounded by Bradley. Now it's Washington having the numbers. Bounce pass. Perry gets it in the right corner. She's going to hand it now as she dribbles to the wing to Adams. Adams goes down low. Her pass intercepted by Strovel, and now Weimer gets it from Strovel. Dribbles down the left side of the court, stops at the wing. Now breaks down the lane, way up off the glass and in by the freshman, giving Martinsburg a 6-2 lead.
Yeah, both these teams are going to want to play fast because, their transition offense is their strength. Mary Rivera and Lexi Adams can be very difficult to stop when they get going in transition. Of course, the Bulldogs just rely on that speed and athleticism.
Perry almost banks in a long two, a step back from the left elbow, but it's no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg as Weimer almost gets trapped towards midcourt, but she's able to spin around, find Strovo at the left wing, who passes to Santa Maria, crash on the right side. She catches it, goes up with the layup. It's too strong, no good. Rebounded by Derricott, who dribbles it down the floor now and will pass it to Rivera. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's Martinsburg 6, Washington 2 here in the Region 2 co-championship. Rivera drives the right baseline, kicks it out to Derricott. Left wing 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Hustling to the right corner, offensive rebound. Perry, who passes it to the wing for Adams. Adams, contested layup, no good, but another offensive rebound. No, Bradley stopped thinking that it was out off Martinsburg, but it was out off her own teammate. So
I'm not sure, honestly, what she was doing there because I thought she was the last one to touch it. But either way, I don't know. Maybe she thought Perry was going to go for it. I don't know, but
whatever
sort
it
of
was,
miscommunication there. And Washington, they're not getting any of these open looks to fall. Martinsburg's defense has been very tough. Adams and Rivera haven't really gotten going at all here early on.
Well, as we said, Washington got the bye as we now have a 5-second violation called against Weimer off the dribble as she was being closely guarded by Duran. So turnover gives the ball to Washington. But so I was saying, Washington hasn't played in a while. They haven't had a game here in the regional tournament the way it's set up. The 1 and 2 seeds both received byes. Martinsburg played last Friday. So it's the Rest versus Rusts, potentially, as Michaels at the right elbow with the ball. Goes down low, posts up. Turnaround jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Bradley as she rips it out of the hands of Strovel. Puts it back up off the glass and in. It's a 2-point game. Hicks gets the inbound pass. Passes it now for Rivas, who brings it across the court. Dribbling at the top of the key. Guarded by Rivera. And Rivera steals it from her. Rivera now back the other way. Driving the left baseline. Contact made by Rivas as that nudges Rivera out of bounds. And Rivas will get called with a foul. First team foul for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Colin, we were at that Spring Mills Washington game earlier this year, and Washington was very limited outside of Adams and Rivera. So if the role players don't step up tonight, it could be tough for the Patriots.
Back-to-back shots, no good. First one by Adams, second one by Michaels, but a third offensive rebound on both of those shots results in a jump ball possession error at Washington. 2:37 left here in the first quarter. Very low scoring. It's Martinsburg 6, Washington 4. The inbound to Bradley, jumper up, too strong. Ball tipped by Michaels and out of bounds. Our first quarter is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, FordHagerstown.com. Get our other first quarter sponsor during the next dead ball as the inbound here in the backcourt for Martinsburg. Santa Maria passes it to Strovel. Strovel dribbles it across midcourt. Passes to Hicks. It's deflected. Hicks now on the ground as she's nudged from behind with 2:22 left in the first. Our other first quarter sponsor is Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. That foul was against Bradley, her first team third. Inbound pass into the backcourt. Jump ball deflected. Weimer, though, able to beat Duran to it. Now she brings it across the court. Goes down low on the left side. Ball's poked away out of bounds by Lexi Adams, so it'll be Martinsburg with a baseline inbound. Weimer lobs the inbound pass in. It's deflected by Bradley, but right in the hands of Hicks, who gives it to Rivas in the left corner. She'll dribble it now to the wing. She gets called with a carry off the dribble as she kind of paused there and brought the hand underneath the ball while dribbling.
Yeah, can't have those kind of turnovers if you're Martinsburg. You're getting a lot of good opportunities. I mean, you've held Washington to just 4 first quarter points. The problem is you only have 6. So it kind of feels like in some ways Martinsburg has been clearly the better team so far, but the scoreboard obviously tells a different story.
Well, they are still in the lead, though.
Yes, but only 2 points is really nothing.
Well, here's Adams kicking it out to Durand. Long two from the left corner. Somehow banked in, and we're tied.
Durand has given a nice spark to Washington. Only a freshman. She's come on, provided some good defense.
Rivera now reaches in as Jones didn't know what to do after she got the ball in the backcourt. Jump ball possession arrow will keep it with the Bulldogs.
But I think for Martinsburg, if they can continue to force Washington's role players into most of the open looks, it's going to play well for them.
Inbound to Rivas in the backcourt, guarded by Adams. She'll dribble it past Adams, and Adams gets hit with a screen against Schrovel, and Schrovel's going to get called with a foul.
I thought it was just a good screen.
Yeah, I thought that was a good screen, too. Schrovel jawing at the official. Coach Fitzpatrick wants a word with the official as well. She was set for a good 2 seconds before that.
Yeah, no, and she didn't move. And I mean, just because the defender fell down doesn't mean it's an illegal screen. So the only thing I can think of is maybe the official felt like there was some extra contact other than her just being set.
Well, three open. Taken by Rivera from the top of the key, and it's good. And Washington has its first lead, 9-6. Now off the inbound, a quick foul called. And that is going to be against Rivera, her first, team fourth of the quarter, with 1:16 left in the first.
Yeah, Washington will rack up those fouls. They're very aggressive. They usually press the whole game.
Inbound pass goes off the backside of the backboard, I believe. It was very close, and now out of bounds. It'll be Washington ball. Now we have a fan standing with the cheerleaders? No, just a photographer. Okay. I wasn't sure what was going on there as he was talking to the official.
Yeah, he's been over there, but he is just a photographer.
So he's just making sure he's good there. No harm, no foul. Inbound from Michaels. Caught at the top of the key by Rivera. Rivera now bounce passes it to Durand, who drives the right baseline, and Weimer's going to get called with a reach-in foul as Durand escaped past her. That's her first, team third. Quick inbound to Michaels, catch and shoot. It's good. From the right elbow as Michaels extends Washington's lead now to 11-6.
Yeah, Washington's bench has given them some good minutes. See Michaels with a basket, Durand with a basket, and Bradley with a basket as well.
Martinsburg trying to figure out some offense here as Santa Maria with the ball running the point. Passes to Schrovel, hands it back to Santa Maria at the left wing. Drives in, gets triple team, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled. It's on the follow through. Bradley is going to get charged with her second foul, team fifth of the quarter. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Santa Maria back to the free throw line for two shots. First free throw up, and that's good. Bradley will check out with the two fouls. Perry will check back in. Santa Maria's second free throw up. That one's good as well. She's got 4 points, and it's a 11-8 ball game now. Washington still in control here against Martinsburg. Perry to Durand. Adams now passing it to Rivera. He's going to run the point, passing it to Michaels at the left wing. Goes into the corner, gives it to Adams, gets a screen. Now they swing it around the arc on the right side. Durand kicking it out to Michaels. Thinks about the three, instead passes it to Rivera. They again just continue this motion. Everybody on the outside of the arc trying to get Martinsburg zoned to expand. Adams finally drives the right side, goes up with a layup, but it's swatted out of bounds. It'll remain Washington ball with 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inbound to Michaels. Gives it back in the right corner for Adams. Back to Michaels. Shot at the buzzer. No good, off the side of the rim. So at the end of the first, Washington leads Martinsburg 11-8 here in the 4A Region 2 Co-Championship. step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with more high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to Washington High School as we enter the second quarter. It will be Patriot ball. The Washington Patriots lead the Martinsburg Bulldogs 11-8 after 1 quarter of play. Inbound to Rivera. Brings it across, looking over to Coach Edwards for the play. She'll pass to Holmes, who's entered here. She'll pass now to her left. It's caught by Natalie Derricott. Goes to the left elbow. Now looks, gives it to Holmes, who fires it down low. Pass deflected, though, and stolen by Strovel. And her pass deflected and nearly stolen, but Weimer gets it, gives it to Hicks. Hicks fighting for it, spins down low, shot off the front of the rim, tipped out of bounds, last off Adams. It'll be Martinsburg ball.
And Martinsburg coming back to that man defense on that last possession. So quick zone look. They'll change it up from time to time.
Weimer to inbounds, looking for somebody. Lobs it in the right corner. It's caught by Santabria. Catch and shoot 3 off the side of the rim. No good. She left it short as it's rebounded by Holmes. Flies down the court, looks and sees Natalie Derricott, but overthrew her. So it goes out of bounds. Turnover. Martinsburg gets the ball back. Yeah, but that allows Washington to set up the full court press. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'll let you go.
Well, you're good, is what I meant to say. But, yeah, another moment here, Colin, where the Washington starters, outside of course, Adams and Rivera, really letting down their teammates a little bit with a miscue or whatever the case may be. The bench, though, again, they played really well.
Well, there you go, as Strovel gets the ball down low and then gets triple teamed. Went with the triangle attack, stripping it and taking it the other way are the Patriots. Derricott passing it to Perry at the left elbow, giving it behind her. Adams makes a few moves, passing it to Derricott, takes it top of the arc 3. It's no good, rebounded by Strovel. And now Martinsburg takes it down the court with Santabria dribbling the ball. Passes it to Weimer. Weimer over the head pass to the right side. It's caught by Rivas. Goes to Santabria, gives it down low. Fighting for it is Hicks. She's double teamed, shot up, no good. Contact made though. Foul. We'll send Hicks to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Foul is on number 2 of the Patriots.
Foul. Natalie Derricott gets her first, team first of the quarter. So Hicks trying to cut into the 11-8 Washington lead as the first free throw up. Off the back of the rim, no good by Hicks. Hicks takes a few dribbles. Second free throw up. And that one is good. So now it's 11-9. Washington leads Martinsburg by 2. Rivera holds the ball. Starts her dribble a few times. Passes to Holmes to her left. Dribbles with her left hand. Switches it over to the right. Picks it up. Will hand it to Adams. Adams gets a screen. Puts up a floater in the paint. Goes off the back of the rim. Gets her own rebound. Second shot up. That one no good as well, but she's fouled down low. She'll go to the free throw line now. It's that foul against Hicks, her first, team first of the quarter.
Yeah, you like to see that from Lexi Adams, just staying with her shot.
First free throw rattles through by Adams. So that makes it now a 3-point lead again at 12-9 for Washington. few subs coming in, making sure they have who they want in their lane as well here for the second free throw. Going with a smaller lane.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter as Adams makes the shot.
It's so Rivera and Derricott can get in and guard the guards on the man press. So you want your post player to go back. You're presuming Adams is going to make the free throw.
Weimer down low to Hicks. Shot over Perry. Too strong. Rebounded, though, by Rivas, who gives it to Strovel. Strovel down low. Shot off the front of the rim. Gets her rebound. Now puts up a layup on the right side and is fouled. So she'll go to the free throw line now as it's 13-9. Washington leads Martinsburg. Strovel at the line as Perry picked up her second foul. First free throw up and good by Addie Strovel. Makes it 13-10. Bradley checks in now for Perry. Both of them have 2 fouls each. Strovel second free throw. Good as well. That makes it 13-11. Rivera will dribble it down the court for Washington. Gets a screen by Bradley.
You mentioned the foul trouble there for Washington a little bit. I mean, that's really their main post play, so can't have those two get in foul trouble like Jefferson did the other night.
Michaels. Rivera for Adams. Back to Rivera. Rivera resets the offense. Bounce passes it to her right. It's caught by Michaels. Michaels at the wing. Lobs it to the left side to Derricott, who gives it back to Michaels at the left elbow now. She's guarded by Hicks. Gives it to Derricott. Derricott has it poked free. Now Hicks with it. Do we have a foul? Looks like we do.
Yeah,
wasn't sure if there was going to be a jump ball, but you get a reach-in foul against Natalie Derricott, and that's her second. Team third of the quarter with 5:14 left here in the second. It's Washington 13, Martinsburg 11.
Yeah, Duran back on here. So you have a few starters in foul trouble, but again, you got good minutes from Duran last time around. You got good minutes from Bradley and Michaels last time this rotation was out there for Washington when they took the lead. So
as Adams pokes it past Rivas, who was trying to dribble it down the court. Ball's on the ground. Adams dives for it. Fell on top of it. Rivas now goes in. They get tied up. Possession arrow will keep possession with the Bulldogs. Rivas to inbound. It's in the backcourt and stolen by Durand. She gives it Adams, who sees Michaels at the right block, dumps it to her. Michaels puts it up and in. It's now 15-11.
Yeah, great play all the way around there for Washington. The steal, the pass from Adams was a beautiful pass. That was the same screen, so Strovel didn't get the foul call.
Yeah, Hicks now with it down low, and she gets it. You could see, though, Strovel this time so that there wasn't more contact and knocked the player over. Kind of at the last second, turned her leg a little bit.
Right, which could actually probably lead to more of a foul than just standing still.
But it wasn't called. Adams drives the right baseline and gets hit from behind by Strovel. So there's a foul against Addie Strovel. That is her second. Team second of the quarter. 15-13, Washington leads Martinsburg as Adams now back at the charity stripe for 2 shots. Second quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880. Adams makes the first, making it 16-13. Also sponsored by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Adams knocks down both free throws, making it Washington 17, Martinsburg 13. She's got 6 points, leading all scorers now. Rivas gets fouled right in front of the scores table as she was dribbling it across the court. And that is Adams with her first, team 4th of the period.
For Martinsburg here early on, where they have like a travel or a carry.
Adams goes down. Michaels gives it back to her. And now she'll try to drive in. Runs into Rivas. And Rivas gets called with a foul on the reach-in. That's her second.
I thought maybe they were going to get Adams for the walk, but I guess Rivas kind of forced her into the walk.
Adams gives it to Rivera. Left corner three off the inbound. Too strong. Tipped by Michaels. Out of bounds. But they say actually last off the Bulldogs. Now we have a full timeout taken by Coach Edwards and the Washington Patriots. We'll take a 30-second break with them. 3:48 left in the second. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
You're tuned into the WVSS AC Girls Basketball 4A Region 2 Co-Championship. It's Washington 17, Martinsburg 13. Winner of this game will be one of the 2 representatives out of the region heading down to Charleston for the state tournament. Other game going on is Spring Mills hosting Musselman here in Region 2. In Region 1, it's Morgantown against John Marshall, University against Wheeling Park. Region 3, it is St. Albans against Oak Hill, George Washington against Woodrow Wilson. Region 4, it's Spring Valley against Parkersburg South, and Hurricane against Parkersburg.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how some things play out this year at the state tournaments. Should be some good basketball.
As we resume, Adams inbounds it to Michaels, who puts up a shot at the right block, trying to get it over Strovel and overdid it as it sails over the rim, rebounded by Martinsburg. Santabria with it now, back the other way, passing it behind her to Weimer. Gives it back to Tiana Santabria of Martinsburg, who will pass to Rivas. Looks to the left wing, gives it to Weimer. Weimer guarded by Rivera, almost had it poked. Now drives to the left side, goes up with a contested layup. Straight up goes Adams. It's the shot no good. Ball now deflected out of bounds. Looks like it'll be Martinsburg ball still, so they'll have a baseline inbound. Weimer looking to inbound. Doesn't have any options yet. Finally does so. It's caught by Rivas at the left wing, who puts up a 3. Nearly banks it in. It's no good. She gets her own rebound, but away from the ball. We have a foul called. It's against Martinsburg as Adams got knocked down by Hicks, who was trying to box her out. So that's Hicks' second, team 4th of the period. So now both sides with 3 players each having 2 fouls each.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of game. Both teams clearly, kind of struggling on the offensive end, physical defensive battle so far. And the refs are calling it pretty close, so.
Rivera taking her time now, trying to get that zone figured out. She now passes it for Adams. Adams dribbles it around, goes down low, kicks it out into the right corner. 3-pointer off the top of the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound, Bradley's put back. No good, rebounded by Strovel, gives it to Weimer, who gets double-teamed. Somehow, she throws it over the double team. It was deflected, caught it herself, and then breaks the press and gives it to Santabria. Santabria goes behind the back. Floater on the right side. Short, ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be Martinsburg with another baseline inbound. Those are the situations it seems like Washington kind of wants Martinsburg in as the Bulldogs take a timeout, and that's because they're stingy. They get those 50-50 balls in on the inbounds, and it seems like almost every time Washington's getting at least a hand or 2 on it.
Yeah, again, they're a very aggressive defense, so they want to attack the basketball, force turnovers. When you have players that are quick and skilled with the ball like Adams and Rivera, they're able to create a lot of those turnovers. But it's not just them. They have good length. They don't necessarily have height necessarily. But, they have players like Bradley and Michaels who are taller and long and definitely cause a lot of tip passes as well. So even, Durand, who's not the tallest, she's kind of long for her height. She's got longer arms, so you have abilities to tip and cause turnovers, and typically Rivera seems to always sneak up on players and poke it away and stuff like that, so they're just good at doing that. It's part of the aggressive nature, but that's why you see 4 fouls already this quarter as well. So
Martinsburg's Rivas spins around, went up with a shot. It's rejected by Bradley. Now from behind, Rivas gets over aggressive, trying to get back, and fouls Adams, and that's not who you want to foul. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line already. She now gets to head back there. That's the third.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just have that foul in general. They could foul Kyle McLaughlin, and it wouldn't be a good decision that far from the basket.
I don't know how my free throws are now, but we have an announcer's jinx anyway as Adams misses the first free throw. It looks like they actually called that foul against Hicks, not Rivas. So that's Hicks' third.
Made a little bit more sense to me.
Second free throw up and good. My apologies.
No, they called it on Rivas.
Oh, nope. Okay, they did switch it. At first, the scoreboard had it on Hicks.
Hicks was also in the area, but I think you were correct.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, Colin.
I thought I was correct, too, but they made me question it. Back to play. It's Santa Maria with it. Driving in and getting a charge called against her as standing firm is Lexi Adams. That fires up her teammates on the bench. It's Washington 19, Martinsburg 13. Is that Santa Maria's first foul of the night?
Yeah, when I was in high school, you got a candy bar if you took a charge. Coach would say, it'll only hurt for a little while. But he was right most of the time.
Rivera will bring it down the floor. What was your favorite candy bar that you got?
I don't know if I ever took a charge. I didn't play that much.
Never mind then. Adams with it in the left corner. Didn't mean to put you on the spot there like that and
I did
expose you to the world.
Fouled out in one of the games.
Rivera,
I don't know how I fouled
off
out.
The pass from Adams. Gives it to Durand. Rivera now with it again. Back to Adams. Adams at midcourt, standing on that Patriot logo. Minute 10 left here in the second quarter. She's holding on to the ball, trying to get that zone of Martinsburg to budge, and they're all staying at the perimeter. So we'll see how long Washington decides to have Adams hold it.
I guess the
we'll see
rest of the quarter.
Which side breaks, yeah. Well, Washington break first.
For Martinsburg, it's a two-possession game. You've lost by, I believe, double digits in both games so far this year. So
some miscommunication here now as Martinsburg wanted to break it, but Rodriguez out there was being yelled at and didn't know where to go. So she's now going out against Adams. Adams gives it to Rivera. Left wing three. Good. That's not what you wanted if you were the Bulldogs. You left Rivera wide open. It's a 9-point lead for the Patriots.
I think they
Climber
box and one on
falls
Adams.
down. Gives it to Durand. Michaels down low. Shot no good, but she's fouled.
It looked like she was the only, Rodriguez was the only one playing man, and that left Rivera wide open in that kind of defense. So, weird decision there for the Bulldogs. I mean, obviously you got to come out and pressure the ball, but I would just go match up on everybody.
Free throw by Michaels, no good. So it stays Washington 22, Martinsburg 13.
And that's, kind of the negative of coming out of the zone for Martinsburg is they could have gone in at halftime, maybe even down to 6.
Second free throw good.
All of a sudden they're down 10.
Yep.
So
23-13, 12 seconds left. Inbound now. Rodriguez, bounce pass deflected. Hicks on the sideline tries to save it, even though it was going out against Washington, but instead, because she reached and made contact, it's out off her, and Washington now, with 7.9 seconds, will get the opportunity for the last shot.
Yeah, Martinsburg needs to regroup here at halftime.
Inbounds.
Overall, it was a good
touch
first
by
half,
Rivera at midcourt. She'll hand it to Adams. Adams back to Rivera. Rivera, long three at the buzzer, and it's short. We'll head in the locker room. Yep. At the half, Washington 23, Martinsburg 13. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our halftime show. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
We welcome you back here to Washington High School and welcome you into the halftime show brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com at the half. It is Washington 23, Martinsburg 13. I'm Colin McLaughlin, joined by Nick Verzolini. Kyler High and Alec Epperson, our camera crew. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Quickly, Nick, first half thoughts.
It felt like Martinsburg was playing the kind of game that they wanted. They felt like they were very much in it. And then all of a sudden things got ugly very quickly for the Bulldogs. Little run for the Patriots. 4-0 run there. Or I guess it was, 4-0. Which doesn't feel that significant, but from going from a 6-point to a 10-point game in like 45 seconds can be very significant. So Washington up here by 10. Martinsburg can still get back into this game. Overall, their defense is doing a pretty good job. They're about on pace for where they want to be defensively, but offensively, only 13 points at the half. They're going to need well more than 13 in the second half to get a win. So we'll see if they can make some adjustments, work the ball inside a bit more, and do some good things. But overall, the game kind of has flipped more toward a Washington momentum compared to how it would have felt if it was a 6-point game at halftime. I felt pretty good about Martinsburg's chances. Now being down 10, it's going to take a big spark to start this third quarter.
Step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get our first half stats. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
Scoreboard right now says Washington 23, Martinsburg 13, and the reason why I say right now is I don't know if that's correct or if what I have is correct, because I have 22-13. Our first half stats brought to you by Flora Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Flora Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. For Martinsburg, the 13 goes like this. Hicks has 5, Weimer has 2, Santa Maria has 4, Strovel has 2 as well, and then for Washington it's Rivera with 6, Duran with 2, so that makes 8, Adams has 7, that's 15, Michaels with 5, that's 20, and Bradley with 2 more, that's 2. So there's one extra point floating around that either I missed or shouldn't be there to begin with, so we'll need to try and figure that out here as we will take one last 2-minute commercial break here during our halftime show, and then be back with the second half of the 4A Region 2 Co-Championship in high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
So what?
So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at it every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want you and me forever, every day. What do you want? What do you want? Come on, what do you want?
What do you want?
I want Panhandle dumpsters for the first month free.
Use the promo code to get the first month free.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Made sense.
We welcome you back here. Apparently there wasn't an announcer's jinx. That's where that missing point was. I thought Adams, whenever I mentioned that she was perfect from the free throw line, missed that first one. I'll have to go back. They say she made it, so.
Okay. I thought she missed it too.
I guess I'm seeing things? I don't know.
I don't know. I have to go on.
Cameraman, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to go back and.
Cameramen are never reliable.
Check that out. If I was wrong, obviously my apologies for that, but I could have swore she missed it. But I don't know. What do I know, I guess? It's 23-13. There you go. We figured it out. We're ready for the second half. Doesn't matter anymore now. We got it fixed.
I mean, we weren't official anyway.
That is true. We're not the official scorers.
I'll never forget the time somebody was very angry that we had the score wrong. They thought it decided the game. We do not decide the score of the actual game.
That's true.
Believe it or not.
We begin the third quarter with Washington possession. Rivera has it. Passing it now to her left at the wing. It's Adams. Adams dribbles back, now forward, lobs it down low, intended for Perry, but it's stolen by Schrovel. Nick slams his phone down in frustration, I guess. I don't know.
I just dropped it. It's all good.
Weimer with it now, giving it to Hicks.
That was a frustrating pass, though. If I was the coach, I would have definitely been upset about it.
Weimer now with it at the top of the key, gets a screen by Schrovel, dribbles it to the right, gives it over now. Three-pointer from the top of the key, no good by Rivas. Rebounded by Washington. Rivera, coast to coast. Euro step past Sanabria. Layup is good.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. If Mary Rivera grabs the rebound and she's able to get going down the court, she's almost unstoppable.
By the way, Dylan went back and checked, said that she did miss that.
Okay, so.
Two-pointer rolls around and in by Rivas. So it's now 25-15.
But officially, I mean, that's the score. But, yeah, we're the ones that are right. So that's interesting.
It's now a shot the other way for Washington. No good.
And, I mean, they can't review it, so they got to keep it as.
No, even with us here, as now the ball thrown away as Weimer tried to go into the left corner for
Davis
Rivas.
Moore, I think is who she was trying to pass it to.
Yeah, it did almost hit Davis.
Yeah, I mean, we got to go off the official score, which I guess would be technically probably the Washington scorebook.
Yeah.
Which we did not contact them. We talked to Chris.
Well, he should have the exact copy. They are supposed to be matching it. So.
Yeah, I guess they do double check probably. So I guess if they both had it as a make, then that's what it is.
Shot by Perry from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Sanabria. Three. Almost banked in, but off the side of the rim, no good, and now rebounded by Adams. Now a three, no good from the right wing, but contact made on the follow-through will send Natalie Derricott to the line for three shots. As Sanabria was trying to swat that and made contact and knocked Derricott over.
Well, I don't know about you, Colin, but did you have back-to-back games where you'd have a scoring controversy?
No, especially in tournament games. Well, the other one, never mind. That was Morgantown,
big
Martinsburg.
win.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it, I guess was somewhat impactful. It was Keyshawn Chief's career high that he lost. So
that's true.
Season high, I should say.
Might have been career high as well. 2 free throws so far knocked down, and the third one no good by Derricott. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Now Sanabria drives the right side, layup, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Adams, who loses it. regathers it in the right corner, turns around and guarded by Hicks, and Hicks gets called with a reach-in. 4:59 left in the third. It's Washington 27, Martinsburg 15, and that is Hicks. Fourth foul. I only had that as her third because earlier she got called with that third, and I thought they took it away and gave it to Rivas. The scoreboard still has it at 4.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're not official, Colin.
I'm not official.
So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess, on that one. That one might be a situation where the scoreboard never reset it.
That's why I mentioned it.
So I would just say that she probably only has 3.
Rivera, left side layup, no good. Rebounded by Perry. Put back off the bottom of the rim, but she gets another rebound. Giving it back to her is Rivera. Left shot. Perry up and good off the glass. 29-15 now. Washington pulling away from Martinsburg. He just doesn't have the answers here tonight.
Yeah, it's a good job, though, by Perry to stick with it. She missed that first one, but Rivera set her up again, and she had the confidence in her to make that shot.
Strovel answers back with a shot down low at the block.
Good cut from Strovel.
29-17.
They got to feed her a little bit more. It feels like she's been a little bit quiet after a 15-point outing the other night. So I think that she can definitely have a big game here tonight. Obviously, Martinsburg doesn't really have a go-to scorer like we said earlier, but Strovel and Weimer have been their 2 best scorers, and they both have been a little bit quiet compared to the last game. So
inbound. Mia Perry, guarded by Strovel, down low. Puts up a right-handed finger roll past Strovel, and Perry now has 4 points here this quarter, makes it 31-17. Rivas gets double-teamed, dribbles into the left corner. Now we have a reach-in foul as she drives past Abigail Derricott.
Well, this has been a much better second half for the starters for Washington, because in that first half, really the starter or the story was Michaels and Bradley and some of these other players off the bench giving some good minutes for Washington, but now you're seeing Perry provide some scoring.
Three-pointer by Jones misses the mark. Rebounded by Washington. Rivera back the other way. Gives it to Adams behind her. Adams dribbles back towards the volleyball line on the far side of the court. Trying to get that zone to expand. Now gets a screen as she dribbles to the right elbow. As Perry rolling with her. Pick and roll works to perfection, and now Perry has 6 points here this quarter. She's heating up. So are the rest of the Patriots, now leading 33-17 here against Martinsburg.
Yeah, they're getting her shots that she's just way more comfortable with. She was getting some decent looks, but these are just easy baskets for her at the rim.
Jones, long 2. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Santabria, put back short. Rebounded by Derricott. Washington is dominating here so far tonight. Natalie Derricott with it now. It's a screen from Perry. They now switch sides. She dribbles to the right, hands it to Adams at the wing. We'll swing a pass to the left side for Rivera. Gives it to Abigail Derricott, who will bounce pass now for Adams. Adams, the screen by Perry, drives into the paint, splits the gap, goes up with a layup, but gets held down while trying to do so by Weimer, so that'll send her to the free throw line.
She's been perfect tonight.
According to the official scorers, yes. That's Weimer's second as Adams makes the free throw. So she's got 9 points now. So it's 34-17. Washington is currently doubled up Martinsburg here in points scored so far. 2:05 left in quarter number 3. Second free throw, good as well. So Adams has 10 points, making it 35-17.
Yeah, this one got away from Martinsburg in a hurry. Like we said, a little 4-0 run before halftime felt pretty significant, and it's carried over into this second half, Colin. It's just been Washington continuing to pull away, continuing to get easy baskets here at the rim.
Weimer gets double-teamed in the backcourt as reaching in, grabbing it, and trying to snatch it away was Rivera, but a jump ball gets called first. Possession arrow will keep things Martinsburg ball as they'll inbound it now in front of Washington's bench.
Yeah, if you pick up your dribble against this defense, they're going to trap you and attack the basketball. So
Weimer now with it as the full court press backs away, but still Durand in the backcourt guarding her.
Yeah, sometimes they're a little bit more pressure. Sometimes they just want to speed you up a little bit. So it just depends on how they want to play it.
Weimer, left side finger roll, good.
That's a good take, and they need her to be aggressive.
Timeout. Martinsburg will take a 30-second break with them. Our score now, Washington 35, Martinsburg 19. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and TV 10.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more. Winner of this will head to Charleston, take part in the state tournament and be one of the two representing Region 2 here in 4A. Right now, it's looking like it will be the Washington Patriots unless something crazy can happen for the Martinsburg Bulldogs as Washington leads at 35-19 with 1:35 left in the third quarter as Rivera goes up with a layup off the top of the backboard. Contact made as Rivera goes to the floor. That'll send her to the free throw line as she was fouled.
Yeah, if Washington's able to get it done, it will be the third straight year for the Patriots headed to the state tournament. They were a couple of free throws away from possibly making it there 4 years ago. But we knew at that moment that Washington was going to be a contender in the EPAC for the years to come.
And it clearly
has proven
been
true. Yeah, I mean, Mary Rivera, Lexi Adams have been excellent players for this program. But
first free throw was good. Second one was not for Rivera. And now whistle, jump ball down low as both teams fighting for the rebound. Possession arrow will give it to Washington. So it's now 36-19.
I mean, you have other seniors on this team. I believe Perry is senior, and then, of course, Bradley is senior as well. So
inbound to Campbell. We'll pass it to Duran. They swing it around the arc to Adams. Three, no good. She left it short off the rim, rebounded by Weimer. Weimer double-teamed in the backcourt. Finally gets some help from Edwards. Pass it to Santabria across midcourt. Santabria at the right wing. Tries to dribble down low. Has it poked by Campbell. Falls, but it goes to Edwards. Edwards now for Strovel as they give it to Rivas. Back down low to Strovel. Turn around, layup no good, but she's fouled with 1:02 left in the third. That'll send Strovel to the free throw line.
And, I mean, based off the roster, the future should still be pretty bright for Washington. A lot of freshmen on this team, as well as some sophomores. So they're pretty young outside of their seniors. And they'll have a lot coming back to build on. Obviously, they'll be missing some real star power, but I think if you're getting varsity minutes as a freshman, you must be pretty good. And also you must, gain a lot of experience and get better heading into your sophomore and junior and senior years. So,
first free throw, no good by Strovel. Second one up. That is good. That makes it 36-20. Adams down the court, guarded by Weimer. Gets it back now. Spins past her. Goes to the right elbow. Floats it out to Michaels at the top of the key. He'll give it right back to Adams, who backs up to reset the offense. Now begins her dribble. Guarded by Weimer, the freshman. Bounce passes to Michaels. We'll give it into the corner for Campbell. finds Bradley now as they reset the offense again. Go with that motion around the arc. Still just Washington here in the final 30 seconds. Michaels passes it for Durand. Back to Adams. Adams at midcourt. Gets fouled as Weimer tried to poke it away. That's her third with 18.6 seconds left here in the third. Team fifth, so double bonus now. We'll send Adams back to the free throw line. She's set up camp so far tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's where most of her points have come so far.
8 of her 10.
Yeah, she hasn't been super effective from the floor, but she's getting to the line, and we know she's a very good free throw shooter, so that helps. I mean, really, her and Rivera aren't, going crazy in this game in terms of shots from the floor, but they're doing enough.
She knocks down both, so she's got a dozen now, making it 38-20.
You wonder now, Colin, presuming Washington can hang on, can they make some noise in the state tournament this year? We'll see, but definitely been an impressive run for them over the last few years.
Yeah, as this one now goes in turnovers. Campbell has it back the other way. She doesn't see how much time's left, puts up a shot, and they say it wasn't in time. So at the end of the third quarter, Washington has expanded its lead out now to 38-20 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with our fourth quarter here on Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg, and TV 10. Back in 1 minute.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Away from punching its ticket back to Charleston for the state tournament as they lead Martinsburg 38-20. Martinsburg begins with the ball here to start its fourth quarter. Weimer with it at midcourt. Right on the edge of the logo. We'll pass to the right now towards the wing for Rivas. As they swing it around, go down low to Strovel, who's driving the left side, goes up off the glass and into Strovel with the basket, making it 38-22. Adams hands it to Rivera. Rivera dribbles to the middle at the left elbow, now back out towards the wing. We'll reset the offense by handing it to Adams, who's in motion from right to left. She now goes back right, cuts to the elbow, goes overhead, passes to Campbell, who drives in, goes up with a shot, no good, gets her own rebound, and now gets fouled down low. That'll send her to the free throw line. With 7:11 left here in the fourth. That foul going to be called against Strovel. So that's her third. Team first of the quarter. Campbell. First one off the front of the rim for the free throw, no good. Ball needs to be collected again. Campbell steps back up, gets the ball from the official. Takes a deep breath. Takes a few dribbles, shot up. That is good by Campbell. That makes it 39-22, Washington leading Martinsburg. You're a minute into the fourth. Santabria, Weimer Dribbles across, gives it to Strovel. Strovel's pass intended for Hicks down low, deflected, and now intercepted by Washington. Campbell to Rivera. Rivera gets a screen, puts up a floater at the free throw line and gets hacked. A shot goes sideways. She goes sideways. She can stay put. And she was at the free throw line now for 2 shots. And against Weimer, that's her 4th. Free throw off the front of the rim, no good by Rivera. So far, Strovel with 3, Rivas with 3, Santa Maria with 2, Weimer with 4, and possibly Hicks with 4 as well for Martinsburg. Second free throw up and good by Rivera. She's now got 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about the Martinsburg defense, but Washington has held Martinsburg to just 22 points here tonight, and we got like 6.5 minutes left.
Weimer out to Strovel, left wing 3, airball. Bradley gets it, falling out of bounds, but turns and saves it by passing it to Lexi Adams. Adams going coast to coast at the right elbow, gives it down low to Rivera, but she couldn't gather it. The ball goes out of bounds. 40-22, Washington leads Martinsburg. Bulldog basketball with 6:28 left here in regulation.
And they continue to bring the pressure. Don't take the foot off the gas here if you're Washington at all, and it's been so effective here tonight. Why would you?
Hicks out to Rivas, right wing 3 off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by Campbell. Campbell takes it down the court now, speeds up on the left side, goes through and gets tripped with 6:06 left here in the 4th.
Yeah,
waiting to see who the foul is called against.
Kind of gotten to a point here where they felt like they've had to take a lot of jump shots, and they're just not a jump shooting team. So it's definitely been credited to the Washington defense, and that just doesn't play to Martinsburg's strength.
So that's called against Hicks. And they say that's her 5th, so Hicks is fouled out.
Right, which, again, we weren't really sure if that was correct either here tonight. So we've had a little bit of controversy, but ultimately it doesn't really make too much of a difference when it's not a super competitive game on the scoreboard. So
Michaels throws it over the head of Rivera out of bounds into the scores table area. That'll give the ball back to Martinsburg. Inbound to Weimer in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline. Passing it to the left wing. It's caught by Strovel. We'll pass to Jones. Jones looks right. Gives it to Rivas at the wing. Down low to the block for Strovel. Shot good. They call a foul before the shot, so the basket will not count. As Bradley gets called with a foul on the floor. That's her 3rd. Excuse me, her 4th. My apologies. Santa Maria inbounds it to Strovel. Gets past her, though. But Jones from behind has it. Now she gets tied up. Campbell both go to the floor. Jump ball possession arrow gives it to Washington. Adams to inbound. Inbounds it off the bounce to Rivera. We'll take it across the floor. Rivera tries to get past Weimer, but Weimer trying to lock her down as she gets a screen, does Rivera. Dribbles backwards now. We'll pass it to Adams. Adams spins, starts her dribble, goes behind the back. We'll hand it off to Michaels. Back to Adams, in front of her bench. Euro step into the right corner with the pass to Rivera. Back to Michaels at the wing, back to Rivera. Rivera now drives to the free throw line, kicks it out to Campbell. At the left wing, gives it to Michaels at the right elbow. Michaels turns around, now back towards the basket. Passes it back for Adams. Right now it just looks like Washington playing keep away.
Yeah, they're in layups
left.
only at this point, which makes sense.
Well, there's a floater by Rivera, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. Tries to pass it along the baseline for Bradley. It's too far in front of her. Ball out of bounds, Martinsburg ball.
And Washington will do that. You know, they'll hold the ball. Coach Edwards plays to the advantage of the rules, which there's no shot clock, and we're up by 18, why would you rush? So it makes sense. I mean, it's good basketball. Most teams will do that, but Washington will do it pretty effectively and pretty early, too. They're not afraid to go to it at any point in the game, really.
Weimer tries to drive the left side, but has the ball poked free by Campbell. Campbell almost has it poked free. Finally does so by Edwards as they both go to the floor. And we get a jump ball before a timeout for Washington. Possession arrow gives it to the Bulldogs.
Weird play there. A lot going on.
A lot going on here so far. 40-22, Washington leads Martinsburg. 4:35 left here in the game. Santa Maria to Strovel at midcourt. Passes to Weimer running on the right side. Still off the dribble as Weimer picks it up. And immediately while picking it up, Adams reaches in, gets the tie up. Possession arrow will give it back to Washington. Checking back in for Washington is Perry, and for the first time for Martinsburg is Dunn. As checking out will be Weimer. Inbound in the backcourt. Mary Rivera takes it. Guarded by Dunn. Goes past Dunn. Stops. Tries to get a foul. Can't get it. So she'll bounce pass it to Michaels. Gives it to Campbell in the right corner. Back to Michaels at the wing. Michaels guarded very closely by Edwards. And Edwards, it's a little too close for comfort. The official blows the whistle and calls her with the foul. That's her second, team fourth of the quarter. Inbound, Perry will hand it to the inbounder, Alexi Adams, dribbling it in that circle at midcourt. Now back out towards the basket. Adams on the left side, goes into the corner, picks up her dribble, looks back, lobs a pass, caught by Michaels. Michaels dribbles it to the right side, gives it to Campbell at the wing, gives it to Rivera. Rivera tries to drive in but gets double teamed, so she dribbles behind the back, sees Perry down low. Her shot rejected though by Strovel. Martinsburg with it now. It's Rivas behind the back dribble. It's double team, throws it away. Rivera there, all alone, left side. But from behind at the last second is Santa Maria, and she swats it out through the cheerleaders.
That's a good hustle play from Santa Maria. I mean, this will probably be her last game, so you got to leave it all on the floor.
Yeah, even though the score might not be how she likes it, you can still add that one to the highlight reel. As now here with 3:32 left in the fourth, checking out for possibly the last time on this floor for the Patriots, Mary Rivera and Lexi Adams.
Yeah, I mean, historic career for them. They have been big parts of the emergence of this program as a contender in the EPAC, a contender in the state. And interested to see how they do in Charleston. See if they can make some noise this year. They've been very fun players to watch, though, over their 4-year careers.
Washington will take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back in 30 seconds.
Ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout. Inbound pass stolen by Strovel. Now passing it at midcourt. It's caught by Santa Maria in transition. He throws it down low on the run as Jones catching it underneath the basket, but now dribbling it out. Resetting the offense, giving it to Dunn. Dunn puts up a shot from the left elbow. It's no good. And now rebounded by Duran to Washington. She'll give it to Holmes. Holmes at midcourt running the point now. Slows it down here with 3 minutes left in this ball game. And another timeout taken by Washington. This time it's a full timeout, and we'll take another 30-second break with them. 3:04 left here on 3:04. Happy West Virginia Day. 3:04 Day. Not West Virginia Day. That's in a few months, technically, but 3:04 is the area code.
Thank you.
30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
We welcome you back here. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com as well as Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up with Panhandle today, PanhandleDumpsters.com, and use the promo code TV10 to get your first month free. Nick's learning things here. 3:04 left.
On 3:04.
On 3:04.
In the 3:04.
In the 3:04. Now, I could quiz you, but you're from Pennsylvania, so you probably wouldn't know the answer anyways when West Virginia Day is, actually. As I said, on West Virginia Day, but that's actually a different day for a holiday when West Virginia became a state.
May 8th.
No.
Was that close?
No, as Washington with ball. June 20th.
Somewhat close.
Derricott gets fouled here as Jones was trying to lunge in and poke the ball free.
It is coming up.
Yep. And that's fifth team foul against Martinsburg of the quarter, so bonus the rest of the way for Washington. So at the free throw line now is Natalie Derricott.
You know, as a Pennsylvanian, I don't know if we have Pennsylvania Day.
Probably do.
We didn't celebrate it. At least I never did.
I don't know.
I know Maryland Day is a thing.
Maryland Pride is year-round. Second
True.
free throw, also good by Derricott.
Go Terps.
42-22 now. 20-point lead for Washington here against Martinsburg in the Region 2 co-championship. Both teams have pretty much emptied out their bench here in the fourth. Edwards with it, and it's stolen now by Washington. We have another foul on the defensive end as Derricott gets to go back to the free throw line. 2:21 left here. That foul against Edwards, that's her third. Free throw. Good. 43-22 now.
I'm not even sure if we've had a made shot from the floor this quarter. Not very many. It's been a very foul-heavy quarter.
Second free throw around the rim, no good. Now Strovel over for Rodriguez, wide open left wing three, airballed.
That's a travel.
And instead of a trip, we get a travel called.
Yeah, no, she traveled.
Okay, so she tripped over herself.
Yes.
Got it.
Which you can't do. Well, I mean, you can.
Well, you can. It's just a travel violation, which they call. Washington ball. Derricott gives it to Perry. Long two from the right corner. Good.
Perry's been a big difference. You know, she started off kind of rough, but definitely in the second half played a lot better.
8
Gave them
points.
a nice spark.
All coming here in the second half. Makes it 45-22. Strovel tries to go down low. Around the world. Shot up. No good. Tries to save it from going out of bounds off her missed shot. Can't do so. Washington gets the ball.
Washington now completely emptying the bench.
And they throw the ball away as Edwards now has it for Martinsburg. Fade away in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones, turn around, put back, off the glass and in. That's her first 2 points, making it 45-24. And now we'll have a timeout taken by Coach Edwards of Washington to allow those substitutions to check in with 1:18 left here in the fourth. We'll take another 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
We welcome you back here to Washington High School. As
this is the expanded
with
roster.
the ball in the backcourt, yeah. Hannah Bishop with the ball now. Player moved up from JV that fortunately Coach Edwards gave to me before the game. Otherwise, we would have no clue. So,
okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
Go you. Because I don't have it on mine.
No, you don't.
I was like,
yep.
Do we have any of these players? Is what I
got
started
Bishop
to think,
with
we
it.
Do have
she
someone.
passes it now for Abigail Derricott. Back to Bishop. Under a minute left here in the ball game. Washington 45, Martinsburg 24. Bishop dribbles to the right, hands it back to Derricott as Washington just playing keep away right now, draining clock as it's now bounced past to Kyler Shade. Shade, her pass stolen by Rodriguez. Rodriguez coast to coast against Washington. Layup too strong as great job defensively there by Bishop to run all the way with Rodriguez. It's now a frustration foul, it looked like, by Dunn in the backcourt. Just went in and gave a nice big hug to Derricott there with a foul to send her the free throw line, and that was probably to allow Martinsburg to empty out the rest of its bench as well and allow the seniors to come off the court one last time for Martinsburg. As you can see, a very emotional moment for them here in their final game as a Bulldog.
Yeah, they had a good season, obviously. You know, there was some controversy with, of course, the ratings and all that stuff at the end of the year, which, I mean, obviously put them in a tough situation. They had to come here instead of possibly getting a home game. At the end of the day, I mean, you got to take care of business, but, I mean, and they didn't make it about that, which I thought was a good job by Coach Fitzpatrick and his staff. It's still tough, though. I mean, they had a great season, so we knew that, you know, there's 4 pretty good teams in the Panhandle this year, and 2 of them, unfortunately, wouldn't get a chance to compete in Charleston. So that's just how it is, and congrats to Washington on a very impressive season. I feel like, you know, if there was an automatic bid, we would have given it to Washington out of the Panhandle teams. So
Mensa makes the shot for Martinsburg, by the way. Abigail Derricott made both free throws, so our final score is the horn sounds here. Washington 47, Martinsburg 26. So the Washington Patriots will once again head back to Charleston for the state tournament. And Martinsburg will have its season come to an end, finishing 15-6 overall. We'll keep things here as both teams shake hands so that those tuned in on our stream can see the presentation of the 4A Region 2 championship plaque to the homestanding Washington Patriots.
Congratulations for your
Three-time regional champions. Back to back to back.
The Patriots are dancing.
Celebration is on for Washington. We'll now step aside and take our 2-minute break and then come back with our post-game show. Again, final score, 47-26. Washington defeats Martinsburg here on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
Welcome back here to Washington High School, as tonight it is the Washington Lady Patriots cutting down the nets once again here at home as they defeat the Martinsburg Bulldogs 47-26 to be the 4A Region 2 co-champions, and for a third straight time head down to Charleston for the state tournament. I'm Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR, TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Alongside me, Nick Verzolini, Kyler High, Alec Epperson. Our camera crew back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Nick, started off close. Seemed like the style of play that would possibly favor Martinsburg. Kind of chaotic, low-scoring defensive battle. But then Washington stormed out, got its footing underneath them, and was able to just go on cruise control the rest of the way to this dominating 21-point win.
Yeah, it felt like the momentum flipped there in the final 45 seconds or so of that first half when, again, it was a 6-point game. It was an ugly game. It was 19-13. You felt like Martinsburg was playing pretty good, and they were definitely in the game. Then all of a sudden, Mary Rivera gets wide open for a three. She knocks it down. And then on the other side of that, you have a turnover, lead to a free throw. And all of a sudden, Washington's up 10 heading into halftime. They just carried that over into the second half. Perry had a big second half for the Patriots as well, which gave them a nice boost. Rivera and Adams continued to go to work and get to the line and do good things. And they had other players step up as well for the Patriots to help, them kind of pull away and build this big lead. So they got everything they needed from their team in the second half, which was some role players to step up and just continue to keep Martinsburg uncomfortable. And one thing that's been underrated about this Washington team is how good they are on the defensive end. And, they only give up 26 tonight to a Bulldog team that's coming off of its best offensive performance of the year, you could argue, against Jefferson the other night. So hats off to Washington. It's been a great program, great run here for Coach Edwards. 3 years, 3 state tournament appearances. For Martinsburg, they've been very close. I mean, this is their third straight regional championship loss. So they're definitely getting better. They've been a contender every year. Maybe next year will be their year, but definitely tough again. Like, they've had a good group of seniors that have been a part of this program for a long time, playing in their last game. And anytime you have that, Colin, it's always tough to see. So both teams had great seasons, but Washington ends up being the better one overall here tonight and advancing to the state tournament. It looks like Spring Mills is headed there as well.
Yes, we know that final result from the other side of Region 2 as that just wrapped up as well. And as you just heard from Nick, it is Spring Mills heading to Charleston to also represent Region 2 here in 4A as they, at home, defeated Musselman in what final score-wise seemed like a thriller. Final score, Spring Mills 44, Musselman 41. So Spring Mills has had that resurgence and comeback earlier than maybe expected for some. And they're headed back to Charleston once again under Coach Hessen.
Yeah, I thought they would have a chance
second year,
to improve. I don't think I predicted them to make it to the state tournament this year, so that's definitely been a little bit of a bigger jump than I think we were expecting. I thought that they would be pretty solid. I think everybody probably expected a Musselman Washington just to repeat because those have kind of been the teams, but with the new bracket, anything was kind of possible as well. But Spring Mills, great job by Coach Hessen. She took over this program. It took them a little while to get going, but toward the end of last year, you started to see some good things with Bree King and Ball, and of course we knew what Dandridge was. So once those two kind of came on and stepped up, it made Spring Mills a contender, and they looked like when they beat Musselman and beat Washington in the same week, I thought they were the best team in the Panhandle. That didn't necessarily prove out to be true, but they're still one of the best, and they're able to head to the state tournament to join this Washington team. So now we just await, I guess, where they're going to be ranked. The Panhandle teams have gotten kind of the 7 and 8s, I believe, the last few years. We haven't really seen anybody. Well, Spring Mills, I guess, when they were really good, got, I believe, a 4 or 5.
Yes,
but even then,
and that was it when they were undefeated.
Yeah, so for the most part, we've seen 7 or 8s. I would kind of expect that again. Maybe Washington gets a little bit of a boost since they've been now for 3 straight seasons, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, we'll see. They finish, well, not finish. They continue the season. Currently now 18-4 with today's win. So we'll see if those come out tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see either way. So just
based off of the AP poll, you could say they've been number 8 heading into the year. But this is coaches, not AP, so it'll be a little bit different probably. But that was where they stood in the final AP poll.
So
and Spring Mills wasn't even ranked. So.
Right. All right, let's get our post-game stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball for Martinsburg. It was Strovel with 7 points, followed by Hicks with 5, 4 points each for Santa Maria and Weimer, and then 2 points for Mensa, Rivas, and Jones total up the 26 for the Lady Bulldogs. For Washington, leading scorer was Adams with 12, followed by Rivera with 10, Perry with 8, and 5 for Michaels, 2 points each for Bradley, Derricott, Durand as well, and then 1 point for Campbell finishes up there. Don't know if I mentioned Natalie Derricott also with 5 points or not, but that is 47 for Washington. Lastly, our player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
I'm going to go with Lexi Adams, but it was tough. I don't know if there was really a player that really jumped out, but I thought Adams' defense and her consistent ability to get to the free throw line was the standout for me tonight. But, honestly, you could in some ways go Perry because of her big second half, but I'm going to go Adams. She's been the leader for this team all year. Her and Rivera are the captains, so it's kind of hard to pick against one of them, too. But I did feel like they needed a role player to step up, and Perry did that for them tonight, so shout out to her as well. As Coach Edwards goes up, he'll, I guess, grab the final piece of the net.
Yeah.
Usually it's the head coach goes last, so unless we miss somebody.
I don't think so. We'll keep it here one final time for high school girls basketball as Coach Rasan Edwards once again cuts down the nets here at Washington as once again back-to-back-to-back years. They're headed to Charleston for the state tournament. Later this week, the boys basketball region tournament will begin Friday night at 7 p.m., and we will have coverage of the 4v5 matchup as Jefferson heads to Hedgesville for that game. So we'll have that one for you at 7 p.m. on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Winner of that game will head to the 1 seed on Tuesday of next week to take on the Spring Mills Cardinals. Then on the other side of the bracket, it is Musselman coming here Friday night, taking on Washington. And then winner of that one will have Martinsburg to face Tuesday night, and we'll have coverage of that Martinsburg game for you Tuesday of next week for the boys regional tournament. So for Dylan Bishop back at the studio, Kyler High and Alec Epperson, our camera crew, as well as Nick Verzolini, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off one final time here for girls basketball. Tonight's final score, Washington 47, Martinsburg 26. Have a good night, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.